Hello, hello, hello! Welcome back. Long time no see. So today I'm going to show you how to do hair. This is a very common hair technique. A lot of people use it for stylized and I think normal hair. But basically we're going to be using curves to make the hair. Now I recommend having a reference image for whatever you're trying to do. I'm just going to free for all it, and so it's probably not going to look great, but the method is going to be the same. So first we're going to need a curved circle, and we're going to need a curved path. I think some people like using the Bezier. I prefer the path. First we're going to need to go to the path and set the bevel object under geometry to our circle. And then I'm going to go to our circle and I'm going to scale it down. And sorry if you hear some weird rumbling, I have a cat next to me and she's purring. And if you hear me random screaming noises, it's because she's walking on the laptop. So let me just figure out which one of these affects the bottom of the path. Okay, this one. So I'm just actually going to go out and I'm going to drag this up so I can see it better and then go back. And then you can hit like period on the side numpad to like snap to objects. It's pretty good. So this is gonna, as we've chosen this as our object, so like our bevel object for the path, this is going to affect how our hair looks. So if I like reduce this, is this gonna do anything? Yeah, this is making it less defined. I'm gonna stick with 4 because I don't want it to be super high poly because then that just gets a mess. And we can always add a subdivision surface after. But I'm gonna take with these two, I'm gonna go to handle type and change these to I think vector because I want to make the bottom kind of flat. And I want to make the hair like this. There's a lot of different ways you can do it. You can even, I think, get 2 segments and pull them off. And what that does is it makes like a floaty island. I'm not going to mess with that though, so delete those. Go up to the front. My laptop is making sounds. Okay. Now that we got our hair, it's time to start messing with it. So now let's go to modeling on the path. RZ90. So I tend to start with the side. Try to get it lined up in the center pretty well. What you want to do is you want to take the end and hit Alt-S to shrink. You can't just hit S. That doesn't do anything. Mama cat, please. My cat. Ah, my cat! No, cat! I apologize. I am working from home and cats everywhere. So you'll have to forgive me for screaming mama cat. She's a mother. She's a very mean mother. She get angry and she punch her children. But she's a great cat. She loves them. She just gets angry and punches her children. So now what it is basically is adjusting. How do you want the hair? So we can do this. We can even do this. And you can adjust the thickness so it can be like this. Be fatter at the bottom. Chunky hair. So if I hit A to select all, I can copy it, rotate it a bit, and put it there. And then what I can do is I can adjust it a bit. Because I don't want them to be the same. So, just doop doop. Try to get them to meet in the center. Kind of make a part. Of course, because we're using a toon shader and we have this hair color base, it should be okay if we have some spots that are open. I need to. So when we get to the back, we might need to do, let's see, wrong one. SY0, depends on which way your thing is facing. Trying to cover the last of it. That's the bottom there. Do I want it shorter in the back? Higher? Longer? Have we made it go back up? We made it longer in the front. Be interesting. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is take a modifier and mirror it. Make sure you mirror it on whichever axis you're working on. So there's this hole here. We will get back to it. But for now, I'm going to do L. So I clicked linked. I just want this one. I want to duplicate it. And I'm going to separate it. Because I just want to work on the bangs without accidentally ruining what I just did. So I'm going to sweep them. Squish down. Squishy, squishy. Make it a little less chunky. Now, if you want completely unique bangs, you can just get rid of the modifier. We could try that, though I usually like symmetrical because it's easier. Hair is hard. Hair is really hard. Although I think one of the hardest parts when I model is actually like the eyelashes. It's like they're flat, but they need to like cover every angle. Eye sparkle. It's just a lot. Eyelashes are hard for me. They're hard. Eyes, yeah, eyelashes and eyes are hard because you try to get it to look a specific style. And this is pretty nice, but it's not quite what I wanted. But I do like the iris because iris is procedural. It's pretty cool. I'll have to make a tutorial for that type of eye shader. Me complaining about my art. I think every artist complains about their art, at least somewhat. Everyone has a place they want to go. And they be sad they're not there yet. But the journey is important. It's very important. Now I'm just kind of rambling. I'm sorry. I hope you don't mind rambling. I'm just kind of working through this so you can see how it takes in real time. I could maybe do a time lapse one of these days, but I don't want to. That actually looks pretty nice. So one more thing I might as well do is I'm just going to steal this one. Boop. SY0 to flatten it and just stick it back here. As well, might as well. It's not mirrored. Try to get it to work. There's another cat going meow. I has lots of cats. My family has lots of cats. It's fine. Cats are great. I love cats. Okay. So, ta-da! What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to duplicate this layer. Go in in, grab it all, and just pull it in. And what I can do is I can just pull it in. That way, the hair has some layers. It gets confusing the more you have. Where does this all belong? Which one of these do I click? That's not the right one. Here. I might not need that layer. Boop. No, that doesn't look too bad. All about the adjustments. I'm going to switch to this mode so I can see better. I'm going to actually switch these swoosh ins to swoosh outs a little bit. Yeah, here we go. Swooshy. Swoosh out. There we go. That looks pretty good. Okay. Now there's a couple things we can do. I am going to grab them. I'm going to duplicate them and then hide them because I just want to have them just in case I mess up what I'm about to do next. So I want to convert to mesh and then join. If I go to modeling, we can see that this is now a mesh. And I can try to do, let's see, unsubdivide. I'll just leave it as it was. It's low enough poly. Now let's make it colorful hair. So this is a hair shader. Nothing super fancy, it's got some faint lines. But I will quickly show you how to make it. Okay. So if you're wondering why it looks like this, it's because I have a solidify modifier on for the outline. So no outline, outline. No outline, outline. Yeah, it's a little particular with altered normals, but that's okay. Okay, let's go back to hair. Let's make a new hair. New hair. Oh, hair 2. Ugh, why do I keep hitting the wrong thing? I type as well as I English. I don't English very well sometimes. Okay, so let's start by making the toon shader. So I'm going to need a diffuse. Shader to RGB. I don't know where the T came from. Color ramp. And this is a basic toon shader setup. Except I need to go from linear to constant. And I prefer to work in render view in Eevee. In cycles, this would be bad. It'd be hard. And now we can see how it looks. And what we're going to do now is we're going to work on the color. So I'm going to get a noise, Control T with Node Wrangler, or just get yourself mapping and texture coordinate. I don't need this one actually. Wrong thing. Keyboard. Separate XYZ vector. I'm going to copy this color ramp, but I'm going to do backspace to set it to default. Vector, and let's see, scale. Okay, so this is not the direction we want. I think it's Z. Okay, not that. Maybe it's Y. Okay, forgot. We need to switch to UV. Luckily for us, these these curve hair automatically get a square UV. And they all should be facing the same way. So that gives us this nice little hair effect. I think that actually looks pretty good, so we might not actually need this, but if you want to make it more intense, less intense, more this. This is mainly just for control. So yeah, this is a control. Also, color. Let's, hold up. Eye. Grab it from her eye. Gonna copy this and then do like darker and more blue. I'm gonna take this, do invert because I notice it's always backwards. Multiply, mix, multiply, plug, and bloop. Let's see. Oh, okay. Never mind, it didn't seem to need it. Sometimes it seems to need to be inverted. Oh, never mind. It looks the same. That is weird. Hold up. Oh, I put invert in the color. Oh no, there's another cat. Hello, other cat. Please don't fight. Please don't fight another one. Okay. And yeah, there we go. So, basic toon shader. Right here. Invert is important because this is backwards for some reason. And this multiply is how I apply it to colors. So now you can just have all your fancy procedural texturing over here and just mix it in. And you can change whatever this is for darker, lighter. I'm gonna go with this. Yeah. You could also, if you want to make it more smooth looking, you can add a normal. And that seems to have broken it. Oh yeah, you need it to be moved down, so this makes it have more of a circle normal. But, you know, I don't want it. There we go. And real quick, I'm going to click, object, link transfer, copy modifiers. I don't have a group. Materials, and outline. Ta-da! Now our hair has an outline. And let's see what it looks like. Ta-da! So that's kind of how you hair. You'll need to do some cleanup if you're going to use an outline. Hold up, I can flip this to -1. Nope, that didn't do anything. 1. Maybe turn the clamp off. Clamp. Oh, that's a different, that's for another time. Okay, sorry for rambling, and I hope this tutorial is helpful. If you want a specific hairstyle, I can try to learn how to do that, or if you want to like this proceduralized specifically, it's actually very simple.